Hi, thanks for choosing Iconic Brands, the home of fun investments. The topic of today's video is building your own winter sunroom, which could add value and space to your property. And it is considered a do-it-yourself job, or as some people say, a destroy-it-yourself job. But it's already paying benefits because it's the middle of January here in England, and it's been like the Australian Sunshine Coast in here today. So it's already paying benefits for me personally. I'd just like to point out that I'm in no way affiliated to the company that produce these products. I'm just a customer that decided to buy one and try and build one. I hope that the following video helps you in some way, and at the end of the video there is some tips that you may find useful.
Measure the area before ordering your sunroom. My sunroom measured 8 foot by 8 foot and was delivered in 2 large boxes full of all the parts required to build your project. Please note they are very heavy. The next job for me was straightening up the patio. It's imperative to get the base at 90 degrees to the house wall. In my case, I had to get the patio up as it was low at one end. Now you can start putting together the base of your sunroom. It's imperative to follow the book to the letter, as everything is done in a methodical way. I chose to put the door on the opposite side to the book, which meant I had to be careful with the parts, remembering that it was a mirror image of what was in the book.
Number 12 is number 13. It's a little tip to help you out. If you're putting the door on the other side like I am to the diagram, you must use part 53 instead of part 75. I've just found that out, so because it's opposite handed, so just remember that. And something else I've been doing is putting a bit of washing up liquid.
If you take your time and take a methodical approach, it is quite fun. It's almost like a 3D Lego set. Although the instructions from the book, which is done in a diagram form, I found can be quite vague at times. But I got there in the end by deduction, working out that was the only part that would go there. The company that supply this sunroom do have a helpline, which is free to phone. But fortunately, I never used it. I would recommend pulling off the protective film once all the acrylic panels have been fitted. For some reason, I got a huge satisfaction from doing this. The next job in the book was fitting all these seals around all the windows and panels, which clip into place. Allow a few hours for this job. The seals are cut to length from a roll. The sunroom is anchored to the ground by the provided brackets. In this shot, I'm now building up the door, which is made from aluminium. More washing up liquid. These are quite tough to get into place. Next is the hinge brackets on the door opening. Building this in my area does not require any planning permission. Normally, the rules in England specify that you can build up to 6 metres or 8 metres if your home is detached, without needing to apply for planning permission. But before embarking on a project like this, please check with your local council. On the government website, there is a planning permission online checker. Although there are some caveats, if your building is historic or a listed property, then you may well have a problem with that. That's where the government online checker for your area is most useful. However, in most cases, it's perfectly okay to build something like this within the parameters or the size of the sunroom, providing it's not overlooking a neighbour's garden and is at least a metre from your boundary line. Another example of this plastic moulding construction sunroom is that you don't need a foundation base. My advice to anybody thinking of doing a project similar to this one is only take this kind of project on if you've got practical knowledge, or you're in the building trade, or you've got some engineering experience. Although this is a DIY job, it may not be for everybody. Later in this video, I'll give you some extra bonus tips that I found whilst building this sunroom. And the beauty of all this, you can use your existing patio, if you've got one, as your new floor.
If you're struggling to get these corner pieces into there, use a screwdriver in that slot as shown, and then just simply wedge it in with the screwdriver. So use that screwdriver slot down there, and the corner ones are quite tight. Something else I've been doing is putting a bit of washing up liquid. So the idea is when those two pieces butt together, you put the peg through the hole. Sometimes it's just you just have to get a drill the same size as the hole and just simply clear it out basically. You're not making it any bigger, you're just clearing it out. So it makes it easier to get the peg in.
When fitting part number 7552, I found that the part was actually longer than the slot it was supposed to go into. So I would recommend just snipping the corners off on the part 7552, just on the two of them out of 4. As you can see from the photo. Stand in your sunroom on a rainy day and check for leaks, particularly around the opener in the roof, as there are some little gaps in the corners and can be easily filled with acrylic filler, but overall it was very good.
I hope you found the video useful in some way. I wouldn't say that this construction is a conservatory. I don't think it's in quite as robust as that. I would say it's more of a posh greenhouse, if you like, which it also can be used for. It can be put practically anywhere, really, can't it? I hope you enjoyed the video in some way, and please like, subscribe. That would be a great benefit to me, help the channel thrive, and I'll know whether you like this kind of video or not.